Hey guys, Zelonius here. Welcome to another video on the channel. In this video today, we are going to be looking at the new Road to the Final program that EA have just released.
Are you fed up of getting out-teamed on FIFA? Want that God squad that you've always dreamed of? Check out MMO EXP and use code ZEL at checkout for a 5% discount. Check out the link below. MMO EXP, the best place to buy coins.
So these are the cards that EA have put out. We are going to rank them all, of course, but just before we get into it, I want to talk about how this promo actually works. It doesn't actually say it specifically on here, but I'm pretty sure this will be how it works. If a card wins their first game, they get an upgrade. If a card wins their overall first round, so let's say they're in the second round, they get another upgrade. So they could lose the first game and then win the second round still and only get one upgrade, but they'd end up getting one less upgrade based on that. If they win the quarterfinal, they get upgrade plus new traits. If they win the semi-final, 5-star weak foot upgrade. And if they win the final, they get an overall upgrade plus 5-star skill moves upgrade. And like the World Cup Path to Glory, a card like Bobby Firmino, if Liverpool won the final, he'd get an extra upgrade because he's already got the 5-star skills. So a card like Firmino could go 92, 93, 92, 93, 94, 95 plus be 5-star, 5-star, and then be a 97 because he'd get plus 2 because he's already got the skill moves. So in terms of that, there is a lot of potential for these cards to end up absolutely cracked. He'd be one of the best cards in the game at that rate. So we're going to look into the promo and see what we think of the actual cards. So we'll just start off with that guy there, Brais Mendes. I will talk a little bit about some of the cards in terms of how good I think they could potentially be if their team go the whole way, but also how realistic it is that their team go the whole way. I'm not going to talk as much about teams like Sausage. I don't know a lot about them, not going to lie. 4-star, 3-star on this card. Not really going to play centre mid, bit slow. The card looks pretty bad, not great on the ball. Not great physical, slow at this point for an attacker. I'm going D tier on that. I don't think anyone's going to be excited about that. Diaby, now he's a little bit faster. Musa Diaby, 4-star, 3-star. If Leverkusen went far, then he could be absolutely cracked on the basis of if he gets a weak foot, then he's insane. And he'd get upgrades along the way. Like this card already with a Deadeye, has a great shot, great passing, great on the ball, rapid. I actually think that's a pretty good card already in terms of what you can get with him. But will he go really far? Probably not. Arsenal, you'd assume, would have a chance in Europe. Top of the Premier League right now. Martinelli, 4-star, 4-star with a Hawk. This card's already pretty insane. I'm going to go S2 in terms of the potential for that card and how good it could be. Nuno Mendes from PSG. I mean, PSG already lost their first game, but the thing about PSG is that they've got Mbappe coming back for the next leg. So you're going to assume they've got a chance of coming back still, but this card right now is an absolute risk at the price he's going to be. With an anchor, he's going to be insane, and if he end up going far, which PSG could do, and the promos come out after PSG's first game. So if PSG won the next game 2-0, and they went through, he'd get 2 upgrades straight away, which would be rather beneficial for the card. Would I be that excited about him? At the price is probably going to be no. I'm going to go 80 in terms of how good the card is, though. Eric Lamela, 4-star, 3-star. Sevilla normally do well in the Europa League, but the card in general, not particularly great. Mora. So they are at home in the next game. I think they lost the first game 1-0 to Milan away from home. They definitely, I think, have a good chance of going through still. 4-4. Not as good as Martinelli across the board. So probably a bit less chance of being upgraded far because of the Champions League. I have to put the value of these cards somewhat based on how far these cards can actually go. Lucas Moura. Pardon me. B tier for me. Miranda, Real Betis. If he gets an upgrade or two, he's got some very nice stats, but it is a pretty basic card in general, I would say. I don't think there's too much to be excited about in general with that card. I don't know how far they're probably going to go. I'm going to go like C tier though, just a very basic card. Firmino. Now, this card's already really, really good. They've given him 94. I don't know if that's a bug or not, but 94 on every single dribbling stat. That looks insane. His passing's great on all the key passing stats. With a Hunter, he's got a great shot. He's rapid. He's good physical. If Liverpool won the Champions League, this guy would be in the debate for best card in the game. It's obvious S tier, ridiculous card. He's always very good on FIFA as well once he gets a few upgrades. Anthony Martial, 4-star, 4-star. Man U drew their first game against Barca, but they was away. It's not an easy game, even at home against Barca, but there is a decent chance you'd think that Man U go through, considering they're drawing after the away leg. I would fancy Man U probably to beat Barca at home, and if they did that, there's a lot of chance this card could go really good, but it's a risk. I'm going to go A tier for that. Chiesa, no idea about how Juve are doing in Europe, and they're a bit of a mess in general at the moment. But in terms of the card, very good. Chiesa plays very well on the game. Another A tier. Apparently got Chiesa twice. We'll only do him once. Now David Alaba. This is basically like his rule breaker card, but a slight upgrade. Real Madrid always have potential to go pretty far in Europe. Current holders. If Alaba goes far, he becomes one of the best centre-backs in the game. Alaba just suits this game to a T. I'm going to go S tier for him. Goretzka, tough tie. Against PSG still. It's not guaranteed even being 1-0 up against him. But yeah, like his path to glory. Potential to be one of the very, very best cards in the game. Another S tier cards. They've not picked like huge names here for the most part, but they've picked some really good cards in terms of the potential of how far they can go. Barella, very good stats, but a little slow, and the 3-star really kills it. If Barella was 4-star, 4-star, it'd make the card a lot better. And Inter Milan generally don't get too far in the Champions League, so I'm going B tier. Nice stats, but the 3-star, not too quick hurt the card. Daniel Marlon from Dortmund, 4-star, 4-star. There's a lot of these 4-star, 4-stars, just decent, pretty good, fast, good shot cards. He's just basically worse version of Martial and Martinelli at this point, really. Ferran Torres. With a Hunter, it is a pretty decent all-round card. Nothing to be too excited about, though. He's got pretty decent links for Barcelona. Barca are just in a tricky position to go through, but top-end B tier card. Chelsea. I mean, pretty good card. Decent on the ball. Good physicality. Elite defending. If Chelsea can go far, he's top tier. I just don't know if they will based on how they're playing in real life. Raspadori. I feel like he had a good card earlier this year. Yeah, 5-star week, that's why I remember him. Napoli, good team in real life at the moment. Very good card. Just how much potential do they actually have? If they do well, be a great link to the Kvaratskhelia card they've got. Atal, a blast from FIFA past. Very versatile. Interesting, he can play CDM and he's French League, which is very nice for linking players in. With a shadow, look at this guy as a centre mid. 5-star weak foot, good on the ball, decent physicality, 99 pace midfielder, can pass, okay shot. I'm putting him A tier based on how good the card is, but I don't know how far they actually have in terms of potential to get upgraded. Donny van der Beek, just a very solid all-round card. 3-star though. I don't think he can actually get upgraded much, so we're going. Well, I don't think he can get upgraded, so we're going C tier. Then Kevin Volland. Too slow, really, for an attacker. Okay passing, not great on the ball. Good physicality, but he's just too slow and too clunky, so we're going to C tier. Honestly, a pretty good set of players, though. The top S tier ones there. Honestly, all the S and A tier cards can be absolutely insane. And honestly, any card, to be honest, that does win it will be insane just purely on being a 5-star card. Good to see them update this promo and make it a lot more viable. I always like these dynamic cards. I think they work well. Appreciate you guys watching this video. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. As always, keep it spicy. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.